Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Anderson. For over 30 years, I've dedicated my life to geriatric medicine, helping seniors navigate the beautiful and sometimes challenging golden years of their lives. I've sat with thousands of patients in my clinic right here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I've seen the worry in their eyes when they talk about blood sugar. And there's a question that keeps me up at night. What if I told you that 1 in every 2 American seniors over the age of 65 is living with prediabetes, and most of them don't even know it? It's a silent epidemic creeping into our homes, threatening the vibrant, active retirement we've all worked so hard for. This isn't just a statistic. It's a reality for our neighbors, our friends, and perhaps even for you. We've been told for so long that managing blood sugar is a complicated dance of finger pricks, potent medications, and a life of bland, joyless food. It's a narrative of restriction, of saying no to the things we love. But what if that narrative is fundamentally flawed? What if the key to unlocking stable blood sugar isn't just about what you remove from your plate, but what you add to it? There's a pervasive myth I hear every single week. Dr. Anderson, I guess I have to give up all fruit, right? It's all just sugar. This belief, born from a place of fear and misinformation, is one of the most damaging misconceptions in diabetic care. It leads to nutrient deficiencies and a feeling of deprivation that makes any health plan unsustainable. The truth is, nature has provided us with a powerful arsenal of delicious, vibrant foods that can actively work to lower your blood sugar, often with surprising speed. This isn't about magic pills or unproven fads. This is about real, whole foods, backed by solid scientific evidence that can work with your body, not against it. In this discussion today, we are going to embark on a journey of empowerment. We will dismantle the old, restrictive mindset and replace it with one of abundance. I'm going to share with you 10 incredible foods that don't just avoid spiking your blood sugar, but can actively and naturally help to bring it down. We will explore the why behind their power, and more importantly, the simple, practical ways you can incorporate them into your daily life, starting today. This is your first step towards reclaiming control, not through deprivation, but through delicious, life-giving nutrition. So, where do we begin on this journey to reclaiming our metabolic health? We start with the very foundation of a blood sugar-friendly diet, a category of foods I call the fiber-rich wonders. For too long, the primary approach to managing high blood sugar has been reactive. We see a high number on the glucometer, we feel a little shaky, and the focus immediately goes to medication or a quick fix. This approach completely misses the most crucial strategy, prevention of the spike in the first place. Relying solely on medication without addressing the root cause is like constantly bailing water out of a boat with a hole in it, instead of just plugging the hole. The hole in our modern diet is often a severe lack of fiber. Foods are processed, stripped of their natural fibrous coats, and turned into quick digesting sugars that hit our bloodstream like a tidal wave. This is why the old advice to just eat less isn't enough. We must change what we eat. The importance of fiber, particularly for those of us over 60 whose digestive systems may be a bit more sluggish, cannot be overstated. Think of soluble fiber as a sponge. When you eat it, it absorbs water in your gut and forms a thick gel. This gel slows everything down. It slows the emptying of your stomach, it slows the absorption of carbohydrates, and most critically, it slows the release of sugar into your bloodstream. This means no more dramatic, energy-sapping spikes and subsequent crashes. It means a steady, gentle release of energy that keeps you feeling full, focused, and in control. The first and most delicious soldier in this fibrous army is berries. Yes, you heard me right. The very fruit so many are terrified of is, in fact, one of your greatest allies. A handful of blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries is packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and a healthy dose of that magical soluble fiber. Unlike a banana or a handful of grapes, their high fiber-to-sugar ratio means they have a very low glycemic impact. The solution is simple and enjoyable. Start your day with half a cup of mixed berries in your oatmeal or plain Greek yogurt. Instead of reaching for a cookie mid-afternoon, have a small bowl of fresh raspberries. They crush sugar cravings while actively stabilizing your blood sugar. Next on our list are leafy greens. I'm talking about spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and romaine lettuce. These are the unsung heroes of blood sugar management. They are incredibly low in calories and digestible carbs, meaning you can eat them in abundance without a second thought. but their power lies in their fiber and high concentration of magnesium, a mineral in which many people with insulin resistance are deficient. Low magnesium levels have been directly linked to poorer blood sugar control. The action step here is almost laughably easy. Make it a rule to have a green leafy vegetable with at least 2 meals a day. Wilt a large handful of spinach into your morning scrambled eggs. It will cook down to almost nothing, but add a huge nutritional punch. Instead of a small side salad, make a large, vibrant salad, the main event of your lunch, topped with a lean protein. Our third fiber wonder is broccoli. This cruciferous vegetable contains a unique compound called sulforaphane, which is generated when you chop or chew it. Studies have shown that sulforaphane can help improve insulin sensitivity and reduce blood sugar production in the liver. It's a double whammy of blood sugar benefits. The key is how you cook it. Overboiling broccoli can destroy some of its beneficial compounds. The solution is to lightly steam or roast it until it's tender crisp. A cup of steamed broccoli as a side dish for dinner is a fantastic habit to build. I had a patient, Margaret, a lovely 72-year-old from just outside Lancaster, Pennsylvania, who was terrified of her prediabetes diagnosis because she had a major sweet tooth and loved her fruit. We didn't take away her fruit. We just swapped her daily banana for a cup of mixed berries and made sure she had a large spinach salad for lunch. Within 2 months, her fasting blood sugar dropped by 15 points, and she felt more energetic than she had in years. She didn't feel deprived. She felt empowered. As we move forward, I want to make sure this information is truly connecting with you. If you found this first section on fiber-rich foods helpful and feel you can apply it to your life, please let me know by typing the number 1 in the comments below. If it wasn't as clear or helpful as you'd hoped, please type a 0. Your feedback is invaluable and helps me tailor my advice to better serve you. Now, let's move on to our second cornerstone principle, embracing the power of healthy fats and proteins, which I like to call the satiety saviors. There's a ghost from the past that still haunts our dietary choices, the low-fat craze of the 1980s and 90s. We were told that fat was the enemy, that it caused heart disease and weight gain. So, what did we do? We replaced healthy fats with processed, low-fat products that were pumped full of sugar and refined carbohydrates to make them taste good. This was a catastrophic mistake for our collective metabolic health. This old way of thinking, that a fat-free cookie is healthier than a handful of almonds, is a primary reason we're in this blood sugar crisis. It created a generation of people who are chronically under-eating healthy fats and protein, leaving them feeling hungry, unsatisfied, and constantly reaching for the very carb-heavy snacks that spike their blood sugar. The importance of this shift in thinking is paramount. Unlike carbohydrates, pure fats and proteins have a minimal to zero immediate impact on your blood sugar levels. They are digested much more slowly, which not only prevents spikes, but also sends powerful signals to your brain that you are full and satisfied. This is the key to stopping the vicious cycle of cravings and overeating. When you feel full, you're less likely to graze on crackers, chips, or other processed carbs between meals, giving your body a much-needed break from producing insulin. Our first satiety savior is the creamy and delicious avocado. Avocados are loaded with monounsaturated fats, the same heart-healthy fats found in olive oil. These fats can actually improve insulin sensitivity. Plus, a single avocado can contain around 10 to 14 grams of fiber. The solution is to integrate it strategically. Instead of butter or jam on your whole wheat toast, use a quarter of a mashed avocado. Add a few slices to your lunchtime salad to make it far more filling and satisfying. Next up, let's talk about almonds. These nuts are a true superfood for blood sugar control. They provide a fantastic trio of healthy fats, fiber, and protein. They are also one of the best food sources of magnesium. Remember how important that mineral is? Studies have shown that a diet rich in magnesium is associated with a significantly lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. The action step is to make them your go-to emergency snack. Portion out 1-ounce servings, about 23 almonds, into small bags. Keep one in your car, your purse, or your pantry. When that 3 p.m. slump hits, reaching for this instead of a sugary granola bar can make all the difference in the world. Our third food in this category is tiny but mighty, chia seeds. These little seeds are nutritional powerhouses. When they come into contact with liquid, they form a gel, just like that soluble fiber we talked about earlier. This gel-like consistency slows down digestion and the release of sugar into the bloodstream tremendously. They are also packed with fiber, protein, and omega-3 fatty acids. An easy way to use them is to make a simple chia seed pudding for a grab-and-go breakfast or dessert. Just mix 2 tablespoons of chia seeds with half a cup of unsweetened almond milk and a few berries, and let it sit in the fridge for a few hours. You can also simply sprinkle a tablespoon over your yogurt or oatmeal. Finally, we must talk about a protein source: fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, particularly DHA and EPA. These incredible fats are known for their anti-inflammatory properties, and chronic inflammation is a key driver of insulin resistance. Regularly consuming omega-3s can help reduce inflammation, protect your heart, and improve how your body's cells respond to insulin. The American Heart Association recommends eating fish, particularly fatty fish, at least 2 times a week. The solution is simple: bake or grill a 4-ounce fillet of wild-caught salmon for dinner twice a week. You can even use high-quality canned salmon to make a quick and easy salmon salad for lunch using avocado-based mayonnaise. A patient of mine, John, a 68-year-old retired truck driver from Denver, was a classic grazer. He told me he was always hungry and would snack on crackers all day. His blood sugar was always on a roller coaster. We implemented 2 changes: a handful of almonds as his mid-afternoon snack and baked salmon for dinner twice a week. Within a month, he reported that his constant gnawing hunger was gone. He felt satisfied after meals for the first time in years, and his blood sugar readings had stabilized dramatically. He wasn't eating less. He was eating smarter. Again, I want to check in with all of you. Has this section on healthy fats and proteins given you a new perspective or some practical ideas? If so, please type the number 1 in the comments. If this section missed the mark for you, please let me know with a 0. I read every single piece of feedback. Now we arrive at our final and perhaps most exciting category of blood sugar lowering foods. These are what I call the secret weapons in your pantry. These are the spices, condiments, and everyday items that we often overlook, thinking of them merely as flavor enhancers. The old way of thinking is that food is just about calories, protein, carbs, and fat. This perspective fails to appreciate the profound medicinal properties that many foods possess. We see a spice rack and think of flavor. We should be seeing a medicine cabinet. The importance of these items lies in their potent bioactive compounds. These are naturally occurring chemicals that can have a direct, measurable, and positive impact on our metabolic processes. They can enhance insulin sensitivity at the cellular level, slow carbohydrate absorption, and even mimic the action of insulin itself. Integrating these into your diet isn't about making massive, sweeping changes. It's about small, consistent, and powerful tweaks that over time can lead to remarkable improvements in your health. The first secret weapon, and one of my absolute favorites, is cinnamon. Specifically, Ceylon cinnamon is often preferred, but the common cassia variety found in most U.S. grocery stores is also effective. A compound in cinnamon can mimic insulin, helping to shuttle glucose out of the bloodstream and into the cells where it can be used for energy. It also appears to make cells more sensitive to the insulin your body already produces. The solution is incredibly simple. Add half a teaspoon of cinnamon to your morning coffee, tea, or oatmeal. It adds a wonderful flavor and gives you a metabolic boost to start your day. Next on our list is a staple in kitchens worldwide: garlic. For centuries, garlic has been revered for its medicinal properties. The compound responsible for its pungent aroma, allicin, is also believed to have a positive effect on blood sugar. Some research suggests that garlic can increase the amount of insulin available in the body and improve insulin sensitivity. To get the most benefit, it's best to use fresh garlic. The solution: crush or chop a clove of garlic and let it sit for about 10 minutes before cooking. This helps to activate the allicin. Add it liberally to your stir-fries, sauces, and roasted vegetables. It's a simple way to infuse your meals with both flavor and blood sugar-lowering power. Our final item is a humble liquid you probably already have: apple cider vinegar, ACV. The active ingredient here is acetic acid. Numerous studies have highlighted ACV's ability to significantly improve insulin sensitivity, particularly after a high-carb meal. It seems to have an effect similar to the diabetes medication metformin by helping to reduce the liver's production of sugar. The key is how and when you use it. The solution: mix 1 tablespoon of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar with the mother into a glass of water and drink it about 15 to 20 minutes before your largest meal of the day. This simple pre-meal ritual can help blunt the blood sugar spike that would normally follow that meal. It's a small habit with a potentially huge impact. These little additions, a sprinkle of cinnamon, a clove of garlic, a splash of vinegar, might seem insignificant on their own. But when practiced daily, their effects compound. They become part of a holistic lifestyle that supports your body from multiple angles, working synergistically with the fiber, healthy fats, and proteins we've already discussed. This has been a deep dive into a new way of thinking about food and your health. If this final section on pantry secret weapons has been useful and given you some actionable tips, I would be so grateful if you would let me know by typing a 1 in the comments. And as always, if it didn't quite resonate, please type a 0 so I can continue to improve. As we bring our conversation to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. We started by challenging the frightening statistic that half of America's seniors are on the cusp of diabetes, often without knowing it. We dismantled the restrictive, fear-based myths surrounding diet, particularly the idea that all fruit is forbidden. We then embarked on a journey of addition, not subtraction, uncovering 10 powerful foods that can actively help lower your blood sugar. We grouped them into 3 core principles, starting with the fiber-rich wonders like berries, leafy greens, and broccoli to slow down sugar absorption and build a stable foundation. We then embraced the satiety saviors, healthy fats and proteins from sources like avocado, almonds, chia seeds, and salmon, to crush cravings and keep us feeling full and satisfied. Finally, we unlocked the secret weapons in your pantry, discovering how cinnamon, garlic, and apple cider vinegar can provide a direct metabolic boost. This isn't a restrictive diet. It's a blueprint for a vibrant, delicious, and empowering way of eating. The most valuable lesson in all of this extends far beyond blood sugar numbers on a screen. It's the profound realization that in our golden years, we are not powerless. We are not simply at the mercy of our aging bodies or the medications we are prescribed. We have the power right in our own kitchens and at our own dinner tables to make choices that can dramatically alter the course of our health. Managing your health is one of the greatest acts of self-love and independence you can practice. It's a gift you give not only to yourself, granting you more years of energy and vitality to spend with loved ones, but also to your family, easing their worries and allowing them to enjoy your presence, not just care for your ailments. This journey is not about achieving perfection. It's about making one better choice today than you did yesterday. It's about progress, not perfection. I truly hope this information has served you well. Now, I have a call to action for you. First, I want you to comment below and tell me, which one of these 10 foods are you most excited to try or add to your routine this week? I read every single comment, and I love to hear your plans. Second, if you found value in this discussion, please consider subscribing to this channel. My mission is to provide clear, science-backed health information specifically for our senior community, cutting through the noise and confusion. Finally, please think of one person, a friend, a sibling, a spouse, who needs to hear this message. Share this with them. It could be the catalyst that changes their life. Thank you for your time and your trust. Be well, and remember that you are in the driver's seat of your health journey.